Hi, I'm Paul. Also with me today, Chantel. How you doing, Chantel?
I'm very well, thanks, Paul. How are you?
Very well, thank you. Today we're going to be talking to Paul Pengelly. Welcome, Paul. Can you please introduce yourself?
My name's Paul. I'm from Nottinghamshire. I've been involved in the Sunflower Lanyard for a few years now.
What are your health conditions? Can you tell us a little bit about that?
I started with depression, anxiety, and then not long after, my marriage ended. I got fibromyalgia. I have outbursts. I've been diagnosed with antisocial, aggressive, borderline personality disorder. I've had 12 years of therapy, cognitive behavioural therapy, and that has helped, but it's only putting out fires, really.
Well, that's what I was going to ask. Have you developed coping strategies to help you navigate all these challenges that you face? And presumably therapy is one of the strategies that you've employed.
It's a bit like putting your hands out when you fall over. Sometimes you remember, sometimes you hit your head. The worst thing for me, and the reason I joined the Sunflower campaign, is because the bit you can't see is the effect that my physical health has on my mental health, and I've developed quite severe mental health issues over the last few years, and they're the things that cause me the most difficulty interacting with other people.
And that sounds to me like it's quite challenging, and it also one very much impacts the other.
Absolutely, yeah, they're intrinsically linked.
Was it something that was diagnosed, your fibromyalgia? When did that happen?
The diagnosis was probably around 13 years ago, but it takes about 2 years to get diagnosed because, of course, they're ruling out all of the other possibilities.
Okay, and is it something that can get better? Can it be cured, or is it something you live with for life?
There is no cure. Most people live with it for life, and it's about how quickly and easily you make your adjustments and accept what you can and cannot do.
Can I just ask you about how you manage your pain?
Lots of medication. I take a varying amount of medication of different strengths, some very, very strong ones. And the rest of it is down to pacing.
Having to have adjusted your life to this pacing now, where you've got to factor in basically so much more time into any activity that you want to do.
Acceptance is one of the things I would advise a lot of people to look at when they have physical or mental health issues. Acceptance is the key to finding the road to recovery.
I know you have a dog, so can you tell us a little bit about your dog?
Well, I've got my dog Pip. I've had her for 6 years now. I got her as a comfort blanket, a support dog. She's a lovely 6-year-old Shih Tzu, and she's a great comfort to me. And one of the main reasons I get out the house, if at all, is because of her.
Is there a condition that is harder to live with, in your opinion? Is it mental health, or is it fibromyalgia?
The mental health, without a shadow of a doubt. The mental health causes me to dislike myself more than the physical problems. The physical health, it's overcoming those obstacles. So getting a hoist, getting a stair lift, getting an adapted bathroom, that it's just about overcoming those obstacles. But overcoming mental health is a lot more difficult.
You are a sunflower champion, like in the truest sense. Can you tell us, like, a bit more about what you do and why you do it?
I look for ways to get involved with it because I benefited from it quite some time ago, and I found a couple of groups on Facebook. A lady called Amanda Hall, and she's a champion of the Sunflower Lanyard, and she allowed me to become an admin as part of the group, and we're now up to around 6,500, 7,000 people. But all the groups support each other. We're all admins tend to be friends with each other because we all have one common goal, and that is to create, maintain, and increase the access and accessibility for people with hidden disabilities as much as those with physical ones.
How does it make you actually feel when you are wearing it?
Justified. It means that I might get acceptance and I might get help. And if I ask for help, people are more willing to give help. Even if I've gone just a few paces to the door of a shop and said, excuse me, I just need you to go and look for these deck chairs in the middle of the aisle of a well-known supermarket, that and they will more gladly do it when I'm wearing this or when I'm on with a stick or a scooter. But even without those things, this can get you that little bit of help, because somebody asking for help, they probably do need it.
Do you think that the sunflower is needed in society?
Yes, without a shadow of a doubt. There's been far too long that people with what you might call hidden illnesses, difficulties and disabilities, either A, can't get a diagnosis. It took me close on 3 years, remember, to get my diagnosis for my physical health. And that affected my life greatly in the beginning, because of course you can't get those services that you need because it's not a diagnosed condition.
So do you have any advice or coping mechanisms for anyone finding themselves in your position with similar health conditions?
Don't be ashamed. Don't be afraid to accept, and don't be afraid to ask for help. Don't expect it to come to you. There are occasions when you do have to ask. People are very busy in their jobs and they are trying their best. Customer service is still here in Britain, whether we sometimes don't experience it all the time, but it does exist. I've had many, many kindnesses. And again, there's support out there if you're willing to accept and to challenge doctors, get your diagnosis and push forward.
Thank you for sharing your story with us and sharing your advice. I think one of the key takeaways from me is that you said acceptance is the road to recovery. So thank you. And I just want to finish off with saying, if you feel that you have any one of the symptoms discussed in today's podcast, please contact your GP. And for further information about fibromyalgia, please contact the Fibromyalgia Action UK group. The full address will be in the notes of today's podcast.